Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will put it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you're going to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Catch in the middle. It's McCray. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? To get that tackle for loss? Wow.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Finds his man, it's Frazier. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Deep to shallow. That's why I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
It'll be third and long. Let's go. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Smith. Across the 25, he's got room. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the give off the left side. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
After getting nothing, would they try to throw it again on 3rd and 1? He'll take it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Wide receiver comes in motion. Calls his own number. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Open spaces. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dawgs.
What an enormous play, the 99-yard touchdown pass. But Palmer, when you're in that end zone and you're backed up and you could take a safety, what's going through your head?
Oh, man, your clock's going off. You know you got to get the football out quick, but I'll tell you, you're also licking your chops because you know in this area of the field, you probably have one-on-one opportunities to the outside. So if you get time and you're able to make an accurate throw, you can hit pay dirt, and they just did right there, going 99 yards to the crib.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here comes the heat. Keeps it going. Going to try to get it himself. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw, it's Sellers. Trying to set up the screen. Across the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body. And you better look out, college football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The Gamecocks will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defenders, able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They want to run this quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
It's just so nice to have a signal guy who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run clean like that.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Release to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
To the air, it's Stockton. Makes the catch, it's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeps it on the draw. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Trying play action. Using the quick game. Got enough space. Touchdown, Georgia. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 7 over Wyoming. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they will score! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. The receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's McCray. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Stockton. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Georgia sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Got his man on the outside. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. And it's a fumble on the play. Offense scoops it up and still going. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Harmer.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. Running it to the right. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Check. Black 29 Bongo. Black set.
Right back to him on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 7 over Wyoming. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West Country, we'll let you know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Jones. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's McCray. There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. He leaves it with his back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He'll do it himself on the draw. Got enough for the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Bell.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They go to the ground. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
He'll do it himself. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Nah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Under fire. He's going to run it. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Buying some time. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, come away with the sack.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To throw, it's Stockton. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Hard running there. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great.
Gonna let it fly. He's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by a field goal over Wyoming. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
When it's a play action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Takes the handoff. It's McCray. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense gets it done this time, perhaps taking away a little of that bravado that this quarterback has shown running the ball.
And when you see it, you kind of get accustomed to it. You get used to the speed. You get used to the option and what you want to do to try to defend it and how to mix up the looks. Nice job mixing it up a little bit and getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for room, it's McCray. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. He made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Plows through the defense. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce, alive on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCray. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Little touch pass to the receiver. Fighting off the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The inside handoff. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset. Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. QB draw. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Power ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So the 16-play drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. 25 kicks remaining. There's enough time if they can recover this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll give it to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.